Kathleen, there we go.
Hi, this is Randy Schuneman with Bulldog Rooter. Today's date is July 20th, 2017, and we're out doing a video inspection of a line at 4306 South Hogan Street in Spokane, Washington. We had a pretty healthy sludge buildup here. Cabling didn't do much to take care of it, so we've actually jetted this line out. Very, very low pressure. This line was put in 1953. A little bit of information here. We're out about 103.5 feet. We're currently looking at the sewer line that runs north and south on South Hogan Street. We're going to start pulling back. We have a concrete sewer trough, and as we pull back, you get a little bit better view of it. Now on this, it's pretty easy to tell where the bottom of the pipe is. It's always going to be where the light is located on the tip of my camera, because the camera lens is always going to sit at the bottom of the pipe. We are in concrete under the street and should be to about the property line. We've got good looking concrete here. I don't see any separations on any of the hubs. We just passed the 100-foot mark. Right here is a little area of concern. I've got about 1.5 inch camera lens. And with the buildup of sludge that we had, we've got a pool of standing water here at about 100 feet. It's getting a little bit deeper, starting to go up the camera lens. This is basically where a sludge buildup begins. We've got basically this line has to drain uphill in order to drain out. Right here where we're out of the belly, we're at 95 feet. The bottom of the pipe's in the upper right-hand corner. But you can see a little bit of water going by there, and we're out of that water now at 95 feet. Still in concrete, so we're probably not quite to the property line yet. Okay, we just passed the 90-foot mark and continuing to pull back. Right here at 87 feet, we've got a little bit of a pool. It's more of a flat one, but it slows down a little bit. The particles that you see on the screen, that's actually methane gas coming back. We're using HD cameras on this, so we do get an incredible amount of detail here. We'll go ahead and keep pulling back. Coming up on 80 feet here pretty quickly. Still in concrete, so we're not at the property line yet typically. We just passed we're at the 80-foot mark here. Concrete itself looks to be in good condition. You can see a little bit of the aggregate versus the top of the pipe where we have a nice smooth Portland cement finish. And let's see, this is all real normal looking. Coming up on 70 feet here, still in concrete. Okay, and right here at about 67 feet we transition into Orangeburg. This material is compressed tar paper with a little bit of a nylon membrane in it, and we'll keep pulling back. You can see a little bit of pooling here. You can see some of the pipe misshapen and blistering. You can see here on the lower left-hand side of the screen where from cabling we've actually taken blisters off of this pipe. We didn't pull anything back the first time, so there's no tree roots in here or anything, but it's just the pipe itself. Push forward just a little bit. Yeah, you can see right here, here's what a blister looks like up close and personal. You can see, we'll pull back a little bit and hopefully get a little bit better view of the top of the pipe, but it should be just real round and smooth. And of course, as this Orangeburg ages, blisters, deforms, it stops, basically it loses its round shape. Okay, we're at 60 feet here and pulling back. A lot of blistering on the bottom of the pipe, a little bit of standing water, because of course there's no smooth, flat edge for it to drain out.
There's a little blister right here.
Yes.
Just went up over.
Yeah, seeing a few blisters there on the ridges. You can see a little bit of a divot in the pipe there. This is all real normal looking, unfortunately. Right here we've got just a little bit of ovalization going on at this joint. With any pipe, the weakest points are always at the ends, but Orangeburg being weak material to kind of begin with, we're seeing a little bit of ovalization here, some blistering at the bottom, which is now on the left side of your screen. And we'll go ahead and keep pulling back. This is about 55 feet. Here's another pretty good sized blister. There we go. Some remnant debris in there. Hopefully this will wash out with time. We don't want to jet it anymore. We've gotten the problem taken care of, and the sewer's open, and or the main line's open, and you can use all the facilities in the house. But we don't want to scrub this up like we would a concrete or a tile or a PVC line, just because of the delicate nature of the pipe. Continuing to pull back, just past the 50-foot mark here, we see some existing blisters in the bottom of the pipe that will create some problems for you over time. A little bit of standing water there as well. Good view of the blisters as we go past. Another big blister there. Of course, standing water around it because it's no longer round and smooth. Again, that's an 1.5 inch camera. And we probably have 1/2 inch to 1 inch of standing water through that area. Coming up on the 40-foot mark here fairly rapidly. Just past the 40-foot mark, some pretty serious blistering going on there and pipe deformities. Bottom of the pipe now in the upper right-hand corner as we're pulling back. A little more standing water here. This is a little more significant. There's a beautiful view of a blister in the pipe right there. Just past the 30-foot mark, working towards a clean out. And right here I was just going to say we should be coming up on black iron, and we just passed it. We've got a little bit of a blister right there where the pipe is actually ovalized at the iron pipe. You can see at this view where it looks like the bottom of the pipe is actually higher than the bottom of the iron pipe. Iron's very, very stable material. You can tell by the color change. We go from the black Orangeburg into iron, rusting and pitting there, which is real normal. And continuing to pull back, that's at about 29 feet. And we're just pulling back now under the basement floor. Little elbow there. Probably some other drains that tie into that line right there, or possibly a vent at the bottom of the pipe there. Past the 20-foot mark, still working back. And of course, no grade issues, and nice round iron pipe here. Teeny bit of a pool there, but not enough to get super alarmed with. Just past the 10-foot mark and continuing to pull back to the clean out. And let's see, right here we transition into some ABS pipe. This is probably where the bathroom was added in the basement after the house was built. And a little bit of a belly here in the pipe, not a huge one though, just a little bit of standing water. There's where some other lines tie into it, probably for the laundry room down here, possibly a floor drain. And we're starting to come up the clean out in the basement bathroom, and this is what we're working through in the floor. Again, this is Randy Schoeneman with Brandon Redler and Levi Kathman from Bulldog Rooter. Still July 20th, 2017, and that'll conclude the video inspection for the house at 4306.
It's either...
hang on one second here.
It might be 4304, actually.
4306 South Hogan Street in Spokane, Washington. Thank you for choosing Bulldog Rooter.